There are children in this world who grow up learning to read the weather, not outside, but inside their homes. They know the sound of footsteps the way other kids know the sound of cartoons. They know the weight of silence the way other kids know the weight of their backpacks. They know when the air changes, when the tensions rise, when the storm is coming. This is for them. This is for the children who see domestic abuse and don't know what to do, who feel small in the house that feels too loud, who feel scared in a place that's supposed to be safe. This is not their fault. This is not their burden. This is not their shame to carry. But they deserve to know what they can do, who they can talk to, and how they can feel safe, even when the world around them feels like it's cracking. So let's begin. When the yelling starts, the child is not responsible. Children need to hear this first. You did not cause this. You cannot control this. You cannot fix this. Domestic abuse is a choice made by the person causing the harm, not the child, not by the parent being hurt, and not by anything the child has said or didn't say. Kids often think, if I had cleaned my room, if I had been a bit quieter, if I had made them laugh, if I had been better. But abuse is never the child's fault. Never. And knowing that truth is the first step towards safety. When things get scary, children need simple, clear steps, not complicated plans, not adult responsibilities, just simple ways to be safe. They can find a safe room. A safe room is a bedroom with a lock, a bathroom, a closet with a phone, a neighbor's porch, anywhere away from the conflict. A safe room is not the kitchen because there's too many sharp objects, the garage because there's dangerous tools, or a room where the harm is happening. Stay out of the middle. Children often want to protect the parent being hurt. They want to jump in, to shield, to stop the fight. But that can put them in danger. They need to know their job is to stay safe, not to stop the abuse. They can call for help if it is safe. Older children may know how to call a trusted adult, a neighbor, or emergency services. Younger children may only know how to press one button, and that's not enough. If calling isn't safe, getting to a safe place is their priority. Use a code word. Families can create a simple word like pineapple, red, backpack, stars, a word that means it's happening, I need help. Children can use it with siblings, with a trusted adult, or even with a teacher. Children need adults who listen, adults who believe them, adults who don't say, are you sure? Or, that doesn't sound right. They need adults who say, I hear you. I'm here for you. You are not alone. Teachers see the quiet changes, the tired eyes, the sudden jumpiness, the missing homework, the fear of going home. A child can say, I'm scared at home, or something bad happens at night, or simply, I need help. Teachers are trained to act. School counselors know how to talk about big feelings in small, gentle ways. A child can say, I don't feel safe, or my parents fight a lot, or I need someone to talk to. A trusted family member like an aunt, uncle, grandparent, cousin, someone who has shown kindness, someone who listens, someone who doesn't dismiss. A friend's parent. Sometimes the safest adult is not in the child's own home. Coaches, mentors, youth leaders. These adults who see the child outside the home may notice signs others miss. And always emergency services. If the child is old enough and it is safe to do so, they can call for help when someone is in danger. Safety isn't just about where the body is. It is about where the heart is, where the mind can rest. Children living with domestic violence carry fear in their bones. They carry confusion in their stomachs. They carry guilt in their pockets, like stones they never asked to hold. They need ways to feel safe inside themselves. Naming feelings. I'm scared. I'm confused. I'm sad. I'm angry. I'm tired. Naming feelings helps children understand that emotions are not dangerous. The situation is. Breathing exercises. Slow breaths can calm the nervous system when the world feels too loud. A safe people list. A child can make a list of 3 adults they trust, 2 places they feel safe, and 1 thing that comforts them. Routines. Predictable routines. Bedtime, reading, drawing, music. Give children a sense of stability when everything else feels unstable. Knowing it is okay to ask for help. Children need to hear this again and again. Asking for help is brave. Asking for help is allowed. Asking for help is safe. Children who witness domestic abuse are not just kids who saw a fight. They are children living in survival mode. They may struggle in school, have nightmares, become withdrawn, become aggressive, feel responsible for the parent being hurt, and feel responsible for the parent causing harm. Adults must not shame them. Adults must not silence them. Adults must not tell them to stay out of grown-up business. Because domestic abuse is not grown-up business. It is not something children should ignore. It is not something that they should stay out of. It is something they experience, something they feel, something they carry, even when no one sees the weight. Children who witness domestic abuse are survivors too. Their hearts race, their stomachs twist, their minds learn to scan for danger before they learn multiplication tables. Their bodies memorize fear before they memorize their home address. So the adults in their lives must understand this truth. Children need support, not silence. They need safety, not shame. They need guidance, not guilt. And they need to know that they are not alone. Healing is not a straight line. It is not a switch that flips when the yelling stops, or when the door closes, or when the police leave, or when the parent causing harm is gone. Healing is slow. Healing is gentle. Healing is learning to breathe again without listening for footsteps. Children heal when they have consistent adults. People who show up when they say that they will. People who listen without judgment. People who don't minimize or dismiss or explain away the child's fear. When they have safe spaces, a classroom, a library, a friend's house, a youth center, a quiet corner with crayons and paper, any place where the child's nervous system can finally exhale. When they have permission to feel. Children need to know it's okay to cry, to be angry, to be confused, to be tired, or to be scared. Their feelings are not too much, too dramatic, or wrong. Their feelings are the truth their home tried to silence. Predictability is important. Routines help children rebuild trust in the world around them. Breakfast at the same time, bedtime rituals, a weekly check in with a counselor, a small anchor in a sea that once felt endless. Creative outlets help. Drawing, music, writing, sports, dance, play. These are not extras, they are lifelines. Children who witness domestic abuse need words that become roots, words that hold them steady and the world shakes. They need to hear, you are not responsible for the abuse. You deserve to feel safe. You did the right thing by telling someone. Your feelings matter. You are brave. You are not alone. These words are medicine. These words are armor. These words are the beginning of a new story. Domestic abuse is not a private problem. It is a community problem, and children cannot carry it alone. Communities can train teachers and school staff so that they recognize the signs and respond with compassion. Support shelters and advocacy centers so families have somewhere to go when home is no longer safe. Create youth programs where children can build friendships, confidence, and resilience. Normalize conversations about safety so children know that they can speak up without fear. And believe children, because disbelief is another form of harm. The message children need most in the end, the spoken word, lesson, this long, winding path of truth comes down to one message. You deserve safety. You deserve peace. You deserve a home where love does not hurt. And until that day comes, there are people who will help you, people who will listen, people who will protect you, people who will believe you. You are not invisible, you are not forgotten, and you are not to blame. You are a child in a world that sometimes forgets how fragile childhood is. But you are also a child with strength in your bones, with courage in your breath, and with hope in your heartbeat. And hope is powerful, hope is loud, hope is stubborn, and hope is yours. So, to every child who has hidden in closets, who has held their breath, who has tiptoed through their own home like it was a minefield, you are not alone. To every child who has wished for quiet, for safety, for a night without fear, you are not alone. To every child who has watched a parent cry and didn't know how to help, you are not alone. To every child who has ever wondered if things will ever get better, they can, they do, and they will. Because you are not the storm. You are the survivor. You are the future. You are the one who deserves a life full of gentleness, full of laughter, full of safety, full of love. And there are adults, teachers, counselors, neighbors, advocates who will walk with you until you find that life. This is a promise, this is a truth, and this is the beginning of something safer.